Imagine you're hurtling through the vastness of space, billions of miles away from home, when suddenly you encounter something so bizarre, so otherworldly, that it defies all explanation. That's exactly what happened to the Voyager spacecraft, and the message it sent back to Earth is sending shockwaves through the scientific community. Are we on the brink of discovering a new form of life, or is something even more ominous lurking in the void of space? Buckle up and prepare for a journey beyond your wildest imagination as we explore Voyager's warning about a strange and potentially dangerous space encounter. In the 35 years since their launch, the two Voyagers have gone where no man or machine has gone before. They flew past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and now Voyager 1 is on course to become the first man-made object to leave our solar system and enter the interstellar medium, the space between stars. In 2012, PopMatch gave a breakthrough award to the Voyager team for pushing the frontiers of space exploration. Reporting. This spring, several news organizations inaccurately reported that Voyager 1 had already left the heliosphere, the bubble of charged particles that encircles the Sun and its planets. Voyager scientists quickly corrected the reports, stating that the spacecraft remained inside but had encountered some anomalies. Today, 3 papers published in Science provide a more thorough description of the nature of those anomalies. Voyager 1 is still within the solar system, they say, but it has discovered an unexpected layer in the boundary that separates our solar system from the interstellar medium. This is a new region, not a region predicted by any of our models, Edward Stone, project scientist on the Voyagers, said in a Science podcast. Scientists determine just where Voyager 1 is by studying what kinds of particles strike the spacecraft. Inside the heliosheath, scientists expect Voyager 1 to be bombarded with lots of energetic particles erupting from the Sun. The spacecraft should also be able to sense the direction and intensity of the Sun's magnetic field. However, while the spacecraft is still inside the solar system, it shouldn't detect low-energy cosmic rays. These rays bounce around interstellar space but can't penetrate the heliosphere. Once beyond the heliosphere, the spacecraft would sense strong cosmic rays, but no particles and the direction of the magnetic field would change. Strange happened. On August 25, 2012, something dramatic happened. Voyager 1 stopped getting hit with particles and started detecting cosmic rays for the first time. But the magnetic field didn't change direction, which is what you'd expect if the spacecraft had left the solar system. So Voyager 1 appears to be in a strange, unexpected region, and scientists aren't sure why such a strange place exists. But Stone gave one possible explanation. It must be because somehow the solar magnetic field, which is in a huge spiral around the Sun, because the Sun rotates as the field is carried out, it wraps it into a huge spiral, that somehow the ends of that spiral have become connected, or at least accessible for particles inside to leave, and particles on the outside to enter. Sort of like a magnetic highway, with things inside streaming out, and particles outside streaming in. Because it's still within the Sun's magnetic field, Voyager 1 has not yet broken through into the interstellar medium. So how long until it finally does? Stone and his team just don't know how wide this new region is or how long it will take to cross. He says it could be a few months or several years for Voyager to clear it completely. Voyager 1 is currently 11 billion miles away from Earth, or about 3 times the distance between Earth and Neptune. The little spacecraft that is expected to keep chugging along until 2025, when it will run out of fuel. Who knows what else it'll discover along the way, in the outer regions of our solar system and beyond. We still have hopefully a good part of the journey left, Stone says. Voyager 2's charge into interstellar space follows that of sibling Voyager 1, which accomplished the same feat in 2012. The two spacecraft data have many features in common, such as the overall density of the particles they've encountered in interstellar space. But intriguingly, the twin craft also saw some key differences on their way out, raising new questions about our sun's movement. But for all that Voyager 1 upended expectations, its revelations were incomplete. Back in 1980, its instrument that measured the temperature of plasmas stopped working. Voyager 2's plasma instrument is still working just fine, though, so when it crossed the heliopause on November 5, 2018, scientists could get a much better look at this border. For the first time, researchers could see that as an object gets within 140 million miles of the heliopause, the plasma surrounding it slows, heats up, and gets dense. And on the other side of the boundary, the interstellar medium is at least 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than expected. However, this plasma is so thin and diffuse, the average temperature around the Voyager probes remains extremely cold. In addition, Voyager 2 confirmed that the heliopause is one leaky border, and the leaks go both ways. Before Voyager 1 passed through the heliopause, it zoomed through tendrils of interstellar particles that had punched into the heliopause like tree roots through rock. Voyager 2, however, saw a trickle of low-energy particles that extended more than 100 million miles beyond the heliopause. Another mystery appeared as Voyager 1 came within 800 million miles of the heliopause, where it entered a limbo-like area in which the outbound solar wind slowed to a crawl. Before it crossed the heliopause, Voyager 2 saw the solar wind form an altogether different kind of layer that, oddly, was nearly the same width as the stagnant one seen by Voyager 1. Data that didn't make any sense. A few months ago, NASA's Voyager 1 sent back data that did not make sense. No, not an alien message, don't worry. The readouts from the probe's Attitude Articulation and Control System, AACS, simply didn't match what the spacecraft was doing. And now the engineering team has worked out what was happening. The AACS is very important as it keeps the spacecraft's antenna pointing at Earth. But the data was all garbled. And now we know that this was because the telemetry and health status of the system was passing through an old onboard computer that has not worked for years. And that corrupted the information, causing a puzzling data stream. Many instruments on board the spacecraft don't work anymore, either because they became faulty or to save energy. So the team suspected that this might be the case and simply commanded the AACS to send stuff to the right computer. It worked, but the underlying issue remains. Something somewhere on Voyager 1 caused this. The team is looking for it, but they aren't worried that whatever has caused this could be harmful to the spacecraft in the long term. As we wrap up this fascinating video on Voyager and its warning about a strange space encounter, one thing becomes crystal clear. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, full of wonders and dangers we may not even comprehend yet. The Voyager mission is a testament to our human spirit of exploration and curiosity, pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we can achieve. Who knows what other secrets and surprises the universe holds in store for us? But one thing is for sure, the Voyager mission has left an indelible mark on human history and will continue to inspire future generations to reach for the stars.